Okay, this is working now, I think. So, yesterday, actually, I got this run. It's my very first run, ranked, and like in all, I've been speedrunning for like, I don't know, 8 months or something, and I'm just gonna be talking over it, and I hope it'll be better than last time, because the last one wasn't that great. Here you can see I look for a sea change because specifically I don't really like village seeds. They're kind of weird and you have trouble finding lava pools sometimes, and I just don't really like that, as you can see me typing in chat. But uh, let me talk a little bit about this run. So basically, I'm kind of happy with it and kind of not, in the sense that I feel like I played it fine. I mean, it is literally my first speedrun time ever ranked or RSG. So, I don't know. I'll probably just be getting better from here, most likely. I think my mechanics are good. I think my bastions are fine. I do have to learn a new bastion route. Actually, probably later today, actually. But I think the run was I think the run was good. I think I played the end part well, in my opinion. I think up to maybe like the fortress, I didn't play that great. And then once I found the portal room, you might be able to see it in the video once we get there, but my nerves really started kicking in, and like I was shaking. The reason I don't have like a live reaction to it is kind of because I had some friends over. My brother was in my room, his friend was over, so I couldn't really have my microphone on while I was playing. And actually, I was gonna make a video on the the run before this, because I had another run before this that I also blinded, but I never actually made to the stronghold because the other guy died in the end and set for a draw vote. And that run was I was behind a little bit in the main bit of that run, but I had made up some time. I got to the fortress faster, but I died at the place spawner because I ran out of food. And I didn't really have anything to hunger reset that run. I also had like 5 explosives with like 3 bed, 2 anchors, which I'm not confident in. You'll see in this run, it takes me 6 explosives to kill the dragon, which is something I do have to work on. I want to get it down to at least a 5 bed all the time, like consistently. I can hit 5 beds sometimes right now, but it's usually like 6 bed, and this run happened to be a 6 bed run. As you can see, I'm grabbing some beds here because last run I only had enough string for 3 beds, which was not that great. You can see he's getting to the lava pool faster than me. I also don't really feel as if this speedrun kind of just felt to me like I was playing RSG, because, and why did I mine all those blocks? I don't remember doing that. Anyway, because he never got in the bastion. He couldn't find it or something, or his E-ray wasn't working. He wasn't able to get to the bastion. I also build the portal and get into the nether before he does. I got plenty of food. I got all my stuff. I paused. Now, this is kind of a far bastion for ranked, I think. And maybe that's why he couldn't find it, because he said he can't really do any more than 16 chunks. You'll see it in chat at some point later in the run. He can't really do more than 16 chunks. Now, here I think I see it. I think it's a treasure, and I see it, and I start running this way. But I realize it's a fortress. So I rescan, I think. Come on, rescan. There we go. Rescan, and I realize it's this way. Now, I am kind of thinking if there's a divine here, but I don't have all my divine stuff memorized. And if you don't know what divine is, it basically, if there is a nether fossil in the 0, chunk in the nether, you could tell basically where the stronghold is. I don't really know how it works. There's a great YouTube video on it by, I think, Matthew Boland. Maybe I'll link it in the description if you really want to watch it. It's kind of a longer video, but by not only nether fossils, by like, you could also do it with if a ravine starts in 0 in the overworld. I think that could tell you where it is too. Anyway, good video. I can link it. So here I'm kind of just assessing. I think it's a housing because I only see one rampart, and then I see the piglins. Not piglins, the hoglins. So I realize it is now stables. And now stables I really like to have gold armor with because it's a really awkward, tough bastion at the bow clutch. It's kind of cool. And I start running up to do my route. Now, fortunately or unfortunately, this is a right side good gap, meaning I don't really, and I forgot to place another block so those piglins could come up, but I only get like 3 piglins. He finally gets into the nether. I only get like 3 piglins this entire run because I forgot to place a block. Now, usually right side stables, I don't get many piglins. I always get like a few, or maybe a couple extra, but I never really get that many piglins in right side stables. And for some reason, and I kind of play this part not great, trying to get these piglins into the hole so that I can like keep them in, the trading hole and stuff. But I think there's just one guy who is not cooperating with me, and it's making it a little annoying. And there he finally cooperates. This other guy I'm just gonna block in. I should be using a different block that's not wood because I need wood for beds. But here I'm just grabbing the rest of the gold. And what else should I talk about? I could talk about speedrunning again. So Curryway has a video on his channel called Rerunning My 2500th Speedrun. And he gets pretty good. I keep trying to kill this gold, but I keep failing. He reruns a seed, and he gets to a pretty good time. He gets it to sub 10. And I had this thought to try to rerun that seed as a set seed, because he also set seeded it, and try to get it faster than him. But his run was very optimized. He didn't go for like 0 cycle or anything. So I had an idea of what to do, but I don't really think I'm going to do it anymore just because of like time, and it'd probably take me a long time to like get the actual run, and I just don't really want to do it. See, you can see here he asked where the bastion is, and I have caps lock on because caps lock is my second slot hotbar key. And now I'm just going to look for the triple chest. And I didn't see any of the ramparts before, so I don't know if it's triple or single or what the ramparts are, but I think there's at least a triple. So I see here we're basically at the surface, so I kind of mine up to get a better look for things. I think this was one of the bigger misplays of the run, to where I only got one of the ramparts because the others were buried. Unfortunately, I don't really have stables memorized enough to be able to get the other chests. Now, both of these chests don't have obby, and in ranked, you're guaranteed a chest with 5 obby. So I kind of know that because, and I'm trying to go look for the other ramparts to get more obby, because I am not guaranteed 20. There's always 5 in a chest, meaning you're usually guaranteed 20 with that chest. But unfortunately, I don't know where that chest is. So I'm kind of just digging around looking, and this could have been faster if I just went back to my piglins. And I also kind of get lost here, and I'm going down, and then I realize there's gold here in the triple chest route. So if I'm not going to get the extra 5 from the chest, I might as well grab these 4 extra blocks and try to get it from that way. Throw a few gold to distract the piglins, and I start trying to get back to my hole, my piglin hole, and I get a little lost because I can't remember the way I came in or the way I left. So I'm kind of just looking for the big part of the bastion, the lower part, so that I could get back into my piglin hole and start collecting trades, heading to the fortress. Now I know where the fortress is, although in this run I do get a little mixed up and kind of lose the direction of it, and so that kind of messes me up a little bit and a little bit of a time loss. But as you know from the video link, this is I almost died there. I completely forgot about that. Half a heart, my boat was in the wrong slot, so I missed the boat clutch, and I kind of dig away from this hoglin, because hoglins in the past have killed me through a 1-block gap. Don't know how, but they've done it. I kind of leave on 2.5 hearts here, a little riskier because of the hoglins. And now that I look back on it, if I had died there, I probably would have asked for a draw vote. So I'll go back to my piglins here. I got pearls. I got most of my trades. I'm kind of just looking for obby. And let me make this screen bigger on my end so that I can actually see stuff better. I got 20 obby. And I'm trying to leave them. Try to grab that extra string, because I usually like to have extra string for the 1 cycle, because I'm not that confident with beds and stuff. So now I'm leaving, attempting to leave, to go to the fortress and get rods. And I don't know, what else should I talk about? What else? Join my Discord server, I guess. I want to host some events in there, like Lethal Company, or like, I don't know, other games, just events where we all play together or something. I think that would be fun, and if that seems fun to you, join the Discord. And yeah, we'll have fun. I think the fortress is this way, which it actually turned out to not be, because I kind of forgot where the fortress was, because the bastion was super buried, and I didn't really have a good field of where I had entered to know where to go back. So here I kind of I'm doing Pyre for the fortress, and it is 20 chunks from where I currently am. I mess up the Pyre a little bit here, and not before. See, that kind of confuses me, because sometimes people will go over the chunk border and then go back in to see if it's the other way. And when I just raised it, it confused me a little bit. So now I'm not doing that. Kind of just looking for where the stronghold is, and I gotta re-ray again because I messed it up, and it's this way. So I am now heading to the fortress, and he still hasn't gone to the bastion yet. I don't know how he hasn't found it, but I was able to. The fact that he said his computer could not run more than 16 chunks is kind of wild, because even my laptop could run more than 16 chunks. Maybe not and record. That was an awful pearl. And I think I mentioned that when I was playing. I see the fortress with wide macro, and I throw pearls to get there. Now, this isn't really my fastest fortress pace ever. I've had a little bit faster fortress pace, but it's still pace. I don't really get many fortresses. Put my sword in my hotbar for blazes. Now I'm kind of just looking for the blaze spawner. Now, I don't really see it out here, and to be honest, my fortresses are not that great. So I decide to pearl over here. I think I'm going to overshoot it, but I don't. And I'm looking for this spawner, and I see it. I don't know. Do I see it? Yeah, I saw it. I don't know if my brain saw it yet. Yeah, my brain sees it now. And I kind of chuck a pearl to it. Also think I overshot. Didn't overshoot. And I am now at the blaze spawner at 340, 1314, 30, I can't speak. I get really scared of that skeleton there. So I kind of block off, and I'm at the blaze spawner, trying to get the rods. Gather my first rod, and now I'm thinking of blaze bedding, which I should have. And did I blaze bed? I don't think I blaze bedded in this run. I think I tabbed out there. Yeah, because I only have 6 beds. Do I only have 6 beds? I do only have 6 beds, and I'm not that confident with 6 beds. Do I actually have 6 beds? Let me open my inventory next time. Let's see. But I thought I completely forgot I had extra beds from the village. So I just decided to mine the spawner out instead of blaze bedding, which would have been a lot faster for rods. And I tell him not to forfeit, because this is pretty good pace for me. And I know some players they'll just forfeit a run if like they die or if something not ideal happens. And then I continue mining the spawner out. Excuse me, for extra blaze rates. I have 4 now, so I could blind. I see the spawner and spawned another blaze, and if this one drops, I can blind. And I forget it does drop. So I am now blinding. Can't pick up my crafting table because that's one thing I really have to work on. It's like my inventory management skills are like really bad. So that's probably something I should work on before next run. And I am now blinding at 15:30. This is my fastest pace. I go for boat eye. I gotta get Ninja Brain bot open because it wasn't actually open during this run. I hadn't opened it till like right now, and I throw my first eye. Go up to measure it, almost leave F3 on, which would not have been good. Kind of mess up my thing a little bit. I don't know why the macro shows up like this on recording, but that's not what it looks like on my screen. I unfortunately think I have to throw 2. Maybe I don't. I don't. And I don't have Ninja Brain bot open, and I'll probably try to fix that before the next one. But it was like 700 blocks away, which is pretty good. I'm kind of looking for my eye, but it broke. Now I'm just trying to get the rest of the rods, and you know, it's good pace. I'm a little nervous now because blinding leaving stronghold has never really happened before. I get my extra 2 rods, and I'm kind of debating what to throw out, and I'm like gone. I open for my Ninja Brain bot, and I have a strangely hard time finding the portal room. Like, not portal room, sorry, stronghold. I throw, it takes me 2 throws to realize I'm going in the wrong direction. Am I going in the wrong direction? Yep, I'm going in the wrong direction. It takes me 3 pearl throws to realize that. And I asked him if his empty distance is low because that could stop you from seeing the bastion. So, and then I can't believe it took me 3 throws. I really got to work on my post-blind split because it takes me an ungodly amount of time to get to chords. And here, I'm basically at chords, except I'm stupid, and it takes me another 2.5 minutes to build my second portal. So I realize it's through the wall, and I kind of want to go terrain on the other side, because it would be a little more ideal. And then there is a skeleton which shoots me, and I really don't want to die here because that next arrow could easily kill me. So I kind of wait for the skeleton to come up and then hit it, kind of get low but not really, and I'm still going the opposite direction that I need to be going. Nope, don't go down there, don't throw a pearl. Did I throw a pearl? I forget. Why would you throw a pearl, you stupid? Still going the wrong direction. I need to be in that wall, and I should have just dug. Now I'm back over where I need to be. See where that skeleton is? I kind of need to be there, but not there. And I really need to work on the split, because this split was probably the worst. I look at my chords. I forget what they were exactly. I don't know if I open Ninja Brain bot up, if it'll still have them saved. No, it doesn't. But I gotta dig through the wall, and I dig 10 coordinates off. I'm supposed to be at negative 256, and I build my portal on 246. And my brother tells me that right as I place the two obby. So I just say, screw it. I'm building my portal here. I'll get there in the overworld. And in the overworld, it also took me an ungodly amount of time to get to the stronghold. Like, it was not even good. I am 70 blocks away, from here, and it takes me probably another minute to 2 just to get to chords and just to get into the stronghold. And I've already said this is a split I really have to work on because 99% of my runs don't even get this far. And because of that, I don't really have any practice with it, like with overworld splits or bastion splits or fortress splits. Those are all kind of that I should practice on. And I'm almost out of food here. I got 1 piece of bread left. The bastion does exist. It's just kind of a little far for ranked. Gotta work on that next time. Quart F. So I go here. I think I'm going in the right direction. I forget if I am. I am going in the right direction. I under-pearl. But I think I over-pearled. I think I have to go to negative 204. And I don't. I have to go to negative 240. So that is a time loss, unfortunately. And here one of the people in my room says to craft all the Eyes of Ender before you throw pearls. And that was good because I would have thrown more pearls probably if I didn't realize I only had 4 that I could throw. Now, I think I'm basically on chords, but I'm 40 blocks off because I need to be going to negative 240 and not negative 204. And then I kind of look at my Ninja Brain bar. I realize that, and I need to head in a different direction. I think it's just this chunk. And then I notice the chords don't even match up with 5-4 in the chunk. And I need to, go to different chords because I'm dumb. I copy chords so that Ninja Brain bot will tell me how far away I am. And I'm still pretty far. I'm still going in the wrong direction. I don't know how this is even possible. This is not a good part of the run. I should cut this. This looks embarrassing, now that I think about it. I need to kill sheep for food because I'm out of food and I need to pearl to 1 cycle. Well, I don't need to pearl. Just makes it a little bit better if I pearl. I'm still overshot on the coordinates, and I'm pretty sure it's this chunk. If I'm right, it's this chunk. Or the next chunk. It's one of these few chunks right here. It might be this chunk. Yeah, it's this chunk. And I line up to 4 or 5, and I start digging down. And that kind of scares me a little bit, because for a split second, I thought that it was right there, which would have been crazy, because that is a really high stronghold. And then, boom, I am in the stronghold now. PB stronghold pace, 22 minutes. I go to do my preemptive so that I could kind of find out the direction of the portal room, more or less. And I get a pretty big spike in one of these directions, kind of like there. So I go top and realize that there's a wall top. I kind of go left. I do get some bread here, which is kind of nice. And it's not this way. Place a dirt by accident, going for a head hitter, but I missed it. I tried going this way too. I really like this way because downstairs are always usually good. It's not. It's library. So I know it's probably not close to this. I kind of re-scan for a preemptive, see it more in that direction, but it could just be a called a mine shaft. So I decided to go down this way, which was good because as soon as I go down this way, I hear silverfish, and I think you'll be able to see it on the subtitles at some point soon. Yep, silverfish is right there. And lava, I hear it, I go back up, I kind of break through here, and boom, portal room. Still fastest pace ever, 24 minutes. I've never been in portal room. Now here, I really start to get shaky, because I don't really know how this is going to play out. I realize I could still craft more beds. I realize I have so many beds. I could have, what's it called? I messed my settings up. I could have blaze bedded to get more spawns. And all my settings are messed up, so the dragon might be a little bit weird now. I'm looking for some obsidian to block off the, what's it called? The portal, not portal. Yeah, the exit portal for not blaze bed. My mind is twisted this morning. For 1 cycle. And back to the run before this, I think, oh, I don't have any of my stuff crafted, and I get super nervous that the dragon's gonna perch while I'm crafting. So I think in my brain, I need more explosives. And I don't even see the 15 million beds that are in my inventory until after I crafted it all. So that's kind of goofy. And here I'm just waiting for the dragon to perch. Waiting again. I see it going between the 2 towers here. Insert 9/11 joke here. I see it going between the towers. I kind of get pearls ready. I run up a little bit, and I see it snap. And I start to go to this side, but then question myself and go to this side, and here's the 1 cycle. Bed, not that great, but I mean, it's hard to be picky when this is literally your first speedrun time ever. 25:53. GG's, coming for that sub 20 next time. It was a fun run. I really enjoyed it. Can I trim this clip here? I can. Ooh, that's fun and interesting. So I will hopefully be playing more ranked sometime soon, because I really like it, and I will try to make a new speedrun video. Also, I thought my editing software updated and broke, but it didn't. I'm just stupid and was in the wrong section to edit it, so I will be editing a hardcore video that I accidentally forgot to have my mic on the entire time, so now I have to voice it all over. So that will be an interesting experience. I don't even know how this is going to turn out, but I hope you enjoyed. See you guys in the next video, I guess. Goodbye.